path of a tornado that barreled through this area last night. It tracks northeast from Broken Arrow in Wagner County to the Inola area in Rogers County. As the storm swept through Green Country last night, at least 100 homes were damaged in Wagner County alone.
For everything to stop popping and cracking and exploding and everything like that, it seemed like it took forever.
Now people are left with all sorts of debris to sort through from last night's storms. There's a lot of work left to be done. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Charles Healy. The National Weather Service says that tornado covered at least 10 miles, traveling at 60 miles an hour. Channel 8's Maureen Wirtz visited Broken Arrow, where all the destruction began.
It's easy to see that a family lived here. You've got toys everywhere. There's blankets in the shelves, and just everything, though, is covered in debris from that tornado. Now, the father that lives here tells us when that tornado hit, he was only thinking of his 4 kids and his wife. It wasn't minutes, but seconds that Noah Whitmire had.
If I'd have taken another 10, 15 seconds, because stuff had fallen on the baby's area. Stuff had fallen exactly where my son was. If I'd have been asleep, we'd have had a problem.
One kid at a time is how Whitmire says he was able to bring all of his family to safety.
I was actually looking at your weather app on my phone and realized it was kind of pointing right at us.
The storm ripping off the roof of his house as he was rushing to get all his kids to the bathroom.
As I was picking him up and getting him out of his stroller, I could feel the roof, and you could feel like it was coming over and hearing everything creak and rip over my head.
And he says when he saw his baby buried underneath debris,
she had something over her crib, like some of it had already fallen, the sheetrock from the ceiling. Stuck my head out the door and realized we didn't have a roof because we were starting to get a lot of rain that was coming down inside of the bathroom itself.
He says his family of 6 may be a little tired, sore, but at the end of the day, they're all okay.
I don't think it's sunk in maybe yet, but it's just material objects, and that's I really don't care about.
You can see the home is still a mess, even after all the cleanup today. But one thing I want to point out, this is the bathroom that the family hid in, but above me is a roof, one of the only spots in this house where the roof is still on. Now, he does tell me that they do plan on rebuilding. In Broken Arrow, Maureen Wirtz, Tulsa's Channel 8.
That tornado hit at about 11:30 last night. The National Weather Service says that night tornadoes are more common in this part of Oklahoma. As David Norris reports, it was a tough morning after. Neighbors in Broken Arrow had to get together to make some sense of the mess.
This is an area of Broken Arrow that was probably hit the worst by that storm. It did a lot of damage here. Roofs completely torn off homes, walls smashed, windows broken. It took a lot from these people, but one thing it couldn't take away, actually one thing it made stronger, was that sense of community the people in this area have. Ask around this Broken Arrow neighborhood just off 91st and Midway about Saturday night storms, and this is the answer you'll get.
I didn't think it was going to be this house.
After the worst of the storms passed,
we saw that.
Many people here found their homes severely damaged. Larry Moore was taking cover
we saw that
friends
house
inside his home when things got bad.
Got everybody in the bathroom, and then the ceiling started falling down.
Now there isn't much left of his home.
Yeah.
To give you an idea just how hard those winds were, Moore has a story to tell about an old refrigerator.
It's about right here.
Curiously missing. To find out where it is now, we took a trip to Moore's neighbor.
Then we came here this morning to pick up everything around the house. We found the refrigerator in our backyard.
Steve Shelton says the refrigerator not only made the trip from Moore's house to his backyard, it slammed into his car in the front driveway along the way.
We got the blue marks all on top of the refrigerator from my truck. And I see the white skid mark from the refrigerator on my truck.
Eventually, the storm did what all storms do, go away. And it didn't take
we
long
saw that
for the
pile.
people in this neighborhood to do what they always do, come together.
Some guys was walking, and they say, "You need any help?" Yeah, so they stopped to help me.
And the spirit of community didn't stop with Shelton.
Then once
we saw those people.
We walked around here and asked people, did they need some help? Then we started helping them with their debris and everything.
Shelton says they spent most of the day cleaning up, and he and others here won't stop until their community, their lives, are back in order. David Norris, Tulsa's Channel 8.